Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be bringing you some more Crysis gameplay and performance. The original Crysis, of course, known for bringing many systems in the early 2000s to their knees. So I'm playing at a resolution of 3840 by 2160 with anti-aliasing level is at 4 times. However, you can push it all the way up to 8 times, but playing at 4K I feel this is a little bit excessive, so I'm opting for 4 times. In the advanced tab now, you can see I'm using very high settings. This is the highest settings you can choose. Motion blur does say custom, but I've actually disabled it completely. And that is pretty much it for the settings. They're not too much to mess around with back then, but the game still looks visually stunning. If you're wondering what my monitoring software or my on-screen display software is, in the top left-hand corner, it is MSI Afterburner, but I am using some help from H Hardware Info 64, so I can monitor my CPU power draw, my CPU V-core voltage as well. But apart from that, it's all pretty much MSI Afterburner. So there's a few hostiles in front of me. I'm just gonna put on my scope. I want to kind of take guys out from distance. I laid out those guys pretty easy. Now, this gun has got terrible recoil, but when you use the strength mode with the nano suit, it does kind of compensate for the recoil, so that helps kind of steady the gun somewhat. So yeah, still in the very early stages of Crysis. We're trying to link up or rendezvous with Prophet. Jester has just been killed, and what's his name, Psycho, is kind of taking the hostage to a safe place so she can get extracted. So the main part of the story is we've just kind of encountered a dormant alien life force who's it appears that there's some hostiles around here somewhere.
Over there!
These guys thought they had a jump on me, but luckily I took them out. I think there's some of these guys around here as well. Let me just go into stealth mode so I don't get picked off. Some of them travel the riverbank as well, so there's a few down here. Unfortunate boys that I saw where you were, so you got to keep your eyes peeled in this part of the game. There's so many enemies and it's very easy to die, so keep my wits about me.
Damn it, I've got contact. The area's crawling with KPA and God knows what else. Something's wiping out Korean forces all over the island. We need to keep moving. I'm heading upriver toward a system of caves. Meet me there. I'm on my way.
Okay, so I'm gonna hang back for a bit so you guys can kind of witness. This is one of those aliens.
Over there!
Damn KPA, man. So many of them. Don't underestimate them as well. They will gang up on you and kill you. So I took out these guys at least. It wasn't too much trouble. But this game at 4K is glorious.
Whatever took out Aztec and Jester must have got to him too. Keep moving, Nomad. We've still got 3 more hostages out there. Let's hope they're in better shape than this one.
As you can see, wherever these alien creatures come, they leave a lot of frost and ice. Badowski looking a bit worse for wear here. Laid out on a rock with icicles on his back. Couldn't have been a nice death. But we got to move on now. Try and rendezvous with Prophet. I really wish they would remake this game. Updated textures, updated engine.
Nomad. There's a KPA patrol headed your way.
It would sell really well. I mean, I'm using an overclocked RTX 2080 Ti water-cooled and overclocked i9 9900K, and I'm barely keeping over 60 frames per second in this dense forest. So the game is still incredibly demanding. Some of you guys ask about my temps as well. I am using a hybrid cooling solution, so that's why my temps are at 46 degrees. But it really helps keep the RTX 2080 Ti under control. My BIOS is a custom BIOS as well, so it kind of helps with the stabilize the core clock, I'm using the Galax BIOS. I think that's the 380 watt BIOS if anyone's interested. Flashing your BIOS is of course quite risky, so make sure you kind of do your due diligence so you know what you're doing. You don't really want to be bricking a card that cost over £1,000. Alright, I better get to cover. Damn it. This guy almost took me out. Alright, better run because someone's gonna throw a grenade. You gotta kind of shoot and move because, as I said, these guys will gang up on you and they will kill you. So I'm playing on the normal difficulty if anyone's interested as well. It's still quite challenging. Okay, so that's about half of the squad, I think. Let's keep moving. I'm just gonna grab some ammo as well because I'm running a little bit low. Yeah, the KPA though, gotta watch out for them. Now there's a few enemies with sniper rifles in the distance, so you kind of need to sneak past here in cloak.
Proceed with caution.
Best thing in my opinion is to kind of sneak past this section in cloak mode and stay undercover because there's so many snipers and it only takes a few hits to take you out. So stay as far as you can to the hill of the mountain, and when you can find adequate cover, of course, recharge your shields. So yeah, I mean, the vegetation of Flora could do with a bit of an overhaul, but for 2007 this would have looked absolutely stunning, and it still holds up to a degree in 2019, but I would love to see a remade Crysis. That would just be awesome. Okay, so the faster you move, unfortunately, in cloak mode, the quicker your energy drains, so you can't really make too much ground up. So this is another good spot to recharge my battery, so I'm going to stop here for a few moments. That's another thing I missed about the old Crysis, the way this suit actually announced what mode you're using. So if I go to speed mode, maximum speed, and then if I went to strength mode, maximum strength, literally the only mode that they kept was when you enabled cloak, the suit would always say cloak. But apart from that, so we got a few here. I'm gonna throw some grenades just to kind of right, took those guys out fairly quickly. There's one or two across the water coming now. There is a lot of KPA here, so you got to be careful. I'm not going to get caught out though. There's one guy around the corner somewhere. Just going to enable cloak. Take him out. I'm going to continue moving because you don't want to sit around. There seems to be an infinite amount of them at this point of the game, so I just want to make you guys be aware of that if you're attempting to replay this part of the game as well. A lot of the KPA just there. I got 2 grenades and a major league arm, so let's see how that goes. Damn, that looked like it hurt. Let's throw another one down there. Alright, another guy down. Alright. See, that sniper was so close to shooting me there. You just saw the bullet literally just bounce off the wall, off that brick, sorry. So I'm just gonna keep moving now. And we're almost through the most dangerous part of the game. One of the most dangerous parts of the game, funnily enough, comes right at the start. And it's very, very easy to die at this part. And you will start from the beginning. And you'll have to kill all of these guys again, and you don't really want to be doing that. So as soon as I get to this rock, I'm gonna recharge. Maximum armor. Right, I'm almost through all the danger now. and I can link up with Profit. Yeah, so the unfortunate thing about the CryEngine 1, or this game in particular as well, is that it really was only built for dual core and just about quad core CPUs, so the i9 is pretty much laying dormant, using 10% of its usage, and most of that's just Windows background services, to be honest. So I think I'm past the danger zone now. I can kind of link up with Profit now without worrying about being shot. So you do need to get across here. Best thing to do, in my opinion, is to use speed mode. And you just get across like that. Now I can link up with Profit. Around here somewhere. Where is he? There he is.
Come on, Nomad. The road to the excavation site is through these caves. Let's move out.
The hostage was CIA. You knew, didn't you?
I'd have told you earlier if I thought it made a difference. The CIA have been tracking Rosenthal for years.
What do they want with an archaeologist?
His team discovered evidence of advanced technologies that predate man. We need to know what they found and why the Koreans are so determined to hide it.
Understood.
Come on, Prophet, lead the way, will you? If he doesn't go, it messes the game up, if I remember. So he has to follow you. So I'm just going to keep going. Hopefully he comes my way as well. Yeah, that works out.
The situation's foobar. I still can't reach JSOC on the secure channel. Must be another jammer. We need to find it and take it out. Until then, we're on our own. The highlighted area of the map is about 3 clicks up this valley. The sooner we are off this rock, the better.
You see that creature's just grabbed Prophet. We need to chase after him.
Come in! Damn it!
Just gonna try and catch up as best as I can.
I just lost your squad leader. Suit readings and location signal are negative. What the hell's going on down there?
Prophet is MIA. I repeat, Prophet is MIA. I've got 2 men down and something just grabbed Prophet. It dragged him into the jungle. He's gone.
We're gonna pull you out of there, son. Sit tight and I'll get a bird down there to you ASAP.
Negative, sir. I can still complete. I've got intel on Rosenthal's location. He's being held at an excavation site somewhere near a Korean military base. I'm going after him.
It's your call, son. But our GPS system's being jammed. We can provide no tactical support at this time. If you can locate and disable the jammer, I'll run a satellite scan of the area and see if we can locate that excavation site.
Copy, Major. Much appreciated.
I want to take out a few of these guys. It should be best to take them out from distance as well. There's a lot of them down there. At least here I got the high ground. I can kind of see what I'm in for. Right, there's a few guys over here. Come on, you show yourself. Down. Alright, that's another one down. Okay, that'll do it for now. I need to go and grab some ammo.
Maximum armor.
Still holding over 60 frames per second. System is holding up. So for those of you who asked the question, can it play Crysis? Well, clearly it can. Right, need to find myself in a better position. Whoa, that was a grenade. A good throw as well. It was literally right next to me. Another one down. With all this vegetation, it's quite hard to see these soldiers. Whoa, and that grenade was literally right by me. And I didn't even know. Wow, there is a lot of these boys. Gotta keep moving. Wow, I need to get to some cover. That guy somehow flanked me and I didn't even know. Another one down. Doing okay. How many of these guys are there? Played out at least 9 or 10 already. Another one down. Guys just blasting away, it's hitting nothing. Okay. I think I'll clear the place out now. Running low on ammo, so see if I can find an armory or something like that. Let's just deal with this jam signal.
Good job, Nomad. We got our GPS system online. Satellite recon indicates a North Korean compound close to the river. Transmitting the coordinates now. We'll scan the area for your excavation site.
Okay, so just got my new objective, but I need to find an armory or something like that because I'm really running low on ammo here. He spotted me. I'm gonna keep on moving, get closer, and take it out. Can't quite see them from where I am. I think the guy's got out of the vehicle now.
Command fire!
Engaged.
He's here somewhere.
Yeah, I am. Right behind you. These guys are tough. A lot tougher than the other guys I've been fighting. Pick up some bullets. Okay, let's head over to the objective now. This way it can get a bit confusing, so I do need to use the map. So the map is pretty much more this way than anything, so let's go this way. You really meant to go over this ridge, so I guess the quickest way would just be to go directly through the mountain, really. That's if it allows you to go over it. I remember a helicopter, if it sees you, it will start shooting you. We've got a few guys down here. I was going to stay out of sight for now, because if this helicopter sees you, it will start to attack. I can hear it, but I can't see it though. Anyway, I do have a sniper rifle on me. So let's try some long range shooting, shall we? All right for the back of the head. That's 2 down. They didn't stand a chance. Now they've just let up a smoke signal for reinforcement, so I'm gonna stay in the undergrowth in stealth mode, so they won't be able to see me. I do happen to have a rocket launcher on me though, so I could technically take this helicopter out wherever it is. Right, I'm gonna keep moving forward. Get this ammo from these boys. So we got a sniper over here. Take him out.
Planning an assault on the island. Any intel you can gather would be a great help. It's heavily fortified, so look for a quiet way in.
One hit. And it's very, very heavily fortified. You can barely have a look in without getting shot. Alright, let's see if I can take this guy off. Wow, really coming in hot. Oh man, one sniper shot and I was dead.